Alright, this video is to review some geometry vocabulary that we've talked about. And the first one I want to talk about is polygons versus non-polygons. And there's a few things that each one has as kind of a rule. So for a polygon, it must be a closed shape, and it must have straight sides. So any of the shapes we've learned in those 2D shapes, like the types of triangles and squares and rectangles and rhombuses and octagons and pentagons, those are all polygons because they have straight edges and they are closed. A non-polygon sometimes has open parts, it has curved sides, it is intersecting sides. Sometimes we say that it has a tail. All of those are non-polygon things. So for example, something like this would be not a polygon, or something like this is not a polygon. A circle is not a polygon, etc. So let's practice. I'm going to put a shape down. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to say if it's a polygon or not a polygon. That is not a polygon. That is a polygon. This is not a polygon. That is a polygon. And that is not a polygon because of the tail. So the next thing I want to go over is regular polygons versus irregular polygons. Now, a regular polygon has all of the sides the same length, and all of the angles are the same. All right? And an irregular polygon is still a polygon, so it's still closed and has straight lines, but the sides are different or the angles are different. So for example, this isosceles triangle is irregular because only 2 sides are the same length. Or this diamond is irregular. That was a terrible diamond, I'm sorry. Let me draw another one. This would be irregular because even though these might be the same, our angles are different. Those are acute and these are obtuse. So a regular polygon is kind of like a perfect shape. So here's a square where all the sides are the same and all the angles are 90 degrees. Or if you drew a perfect hexagon, that's not perfect, but you would find one that has all the same sides and all the same shapes, all the same angles. And the last thing I want to talk about today is transformations, so that's reflections, rotations, and translations. Now, a reflection is like a flip. So if I had this shape, to reflect it would be to flip it over a point. So if I were to reflect it over that dotted line, it would reflect like this. If I were to reflect it over this dotted line, it could reflect down. For a rotation, that's a turn. So I could take that shape again, my pen works, and turn it. So I'm going to turn it this way. And I could turn it again. So I'll turn it this way. And then the last one we want to talk about, I don't know how I got this board to be smaller, sorry, is a translation. And that is just a slide. So if we have that shape again, that L, a translation would just be to slide it over or slide it down or anything like that. So it looks the same, it's just moved. Thank you for listening.